So I'm going to start the character face with a sphere. Then I'm going to create here a cross, like with a vertical line, then an horizontal line. And this section here, I'm going to divide it into 3 smaller parts, okay? So 2 lines here, and then 1, 2, 3 parts, okay? I'm going to take the size of 2 and descend them 2 times. So here, this part, these vertical lines will give you the sense of the face, like it's flat on the sides, because, the head is not a sphere on the sides, it's not like a ball, it's flat. So you have these 2 horizontal lines here, and this first line will be the eyebrow line, the eyebrow line, and then this line will be the nose, and then this line will be the chin line, so you have the position of these character features. Here I'm going to divide this part into 2, and I'm going to create 2 big oval shapes that will give you the sense of where are the eyes located, So in the middle, I'm going to create 2 smaller oval shapes in just the center of those bigger oval shapes, and then you will have the sketch of the eyes, and then the sketch of the nose with a rectangle and 2 triangles. And then here in this part, I'm going to create just a big oval shape. So in this part, I'm going to go down with 2, in this case, with 2 diagonal lines, a little curve in the middle, and then another diagonal line. And with these lines, I will be creating the chin line, This one is the hairline, okay? And here in the eyebrow line, this will give you the position of the ears, because on the top of the ears, you can see that these tops reach the eyebrow line, and you can create the ear helix. And then the lobule is going to be a little bit above of the nose line, okay? So this will give you the space, the right space, that in which you can create the size of the ears, the ear sizes. So here I'm creating this shape to see where is going to be the hair. And here you can have, a very rough sketch of the face without any details. So you just erase a little bit, just to clean the rough sketch, and then you can start with the details. So for the eyes, just you remember that you had the oval shape. So just create 2 diagonals here on the sides, and then these 2 lines close the eye shape. And then you create the iris and then the pupil in the middle. A little circle here to create the lighting effect, So I'm drawing those details here on the previous rough sketch. And remember, between the 2 eyes, there's another size, another eye size. So that will give you the right size of the separation between the eyes, Here for the eyebrows, I'm going to create 2 diagonal lines. I'm going to draw this shape going down, and then this shape going up. This will give you the sketch of the eyebrow shape, This is just a rough sketch. So then you can create all the details, like little hair, but this is a rough sketch, and you just need to have these shapes to have the idea of where are these features located, on the face. For the nose, just create this rectangle, and then 2 triangles on the side, And where are the triangles, you are going to create the nostrils, the nose nostrils. And then just with a few lines here, you just shade a little bit the nose without, creating very dark lines and closing the nose shape, because if you close the shape with very dark lines, it's going to look like a sticker. Yeah, so it's very just to shade a little bit, with light lines, and then you can be creating like shadows and stuff. But in some parts, like this section of the nose, is better to just try to create this effect, So for the mouth, I'm going to create this oval shape, and I'm going to divide it into two sections, like the upper lip and the lower lip. So the upper lip is going to be a little bit smaller, this section is going to be smaller, and then I create this shape that it looks for me like a diamond, So in this part, the upper lip, I'm going to divide this into three sections, like three pads. The upper lip is going to be formed by three pads, and the lower lip is going to be formed by two pads. Okay, this will give you the sense of how is the mouth volume, the lips volume. So I'm going to erase a little bit this, and you can see here with these curved lines how I create this volume, like try to create this sense of volume here with just these lines. So try, when you are drawing the mouth and when you are drawing the nose, to avoid creating close lines, like very dark lines going towards the edges, because if you close the whole shape, it's going to look like a sticker. It's going to look unreal. So try to avoid that. So I'm going to repeat this here to show you how it looks on the face. The diamond first, the three pads on the upper lip, and then the two pads on the lower lip, the curves to create the volume for the mouth. And in this section above the mouth, you can see three planes here, 1, 2, 3. So this will give you the sense of how you can create a shadow there, This part is going down here, and you can have a better sense of how it's working, that part, How is that part working? So for the neck, here in this little curve, I'm gonna draw these vertical lines. Okay. You can see that these lines are a little bit going to the center, and these two diagonal lines will give you an idea of how are the muscles there in the neck, on the neck. And then you have this hairline, and you can create the details, but remember that you have to create a big shape first. Don't create the small shapes on the hair. Try to create the whole shape on the hair cut. In this case, you can create a big shape, because it's better to go from less to more, So here I'm just creating the whole shape for the haircut, and then I will be focused on the small details, but not before, So here I can create the small details for the hair. Here, if you want to get an idea of how far the mouth should go, the pupils can give you the reference for that. So just draw two vertical lines from the pupils to the lips corner, and this will give you a better idea of how big or small could the mouth be, So I'm gonna draw a light source here to get a better idea of how are the shadows working. Darker on this part here, these two sides of the hair. And for the ear, just draw this shape, like the helix, these lines, and the lobule. And I will shadow in here, and that's it. To give a better volume feeling to the face, I divide this part into planes here, like creating flat shadows. You can also blend it, you can blur it, but for me in this exercise it's better to draw these parts plain, with very flat shadows to give you a better idea of how these sections works on the face, like how the light works on the face. For the forehead, you can think of three planes. One big frontal plane, okay, and two smaller lateral planes. So 1, 2, 3. So after learning all these measurements for a base face that will give you a better idea of the proportions, there will come a moment when you will need to work faster and play with the proportions, since not all facial features are the same and the proportions change. So you will be starting drawing the face, the character face, only with the sphere and the cross in the beginning, and that's it. You will be playing with all these features, and you only need to start the very rough sketch with this sphere and this cross.